GCash Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. And now the opening lineup for Boston. They've got Porzingis, Tatum out there with Horford, and it's Banton in at the four-man position. And for Milwaukee, we'll see the talented pair of Middleton and Giannis at forward. The guard spots filled by Holiday and Beasley. And it's Lopez in at the center position. And around the midway point of the season, Brent, teams by now hopefully have found their chemistry. Is that forged off the court or mostly, in your opinion, on the court?
Well, it can be forged on the court, Kevin, and that can be a good thing. But if it's forged off the court, it can be a great thing. That kind of togetherness can carry you a lot farther.
And the basket by Hauser.
And Tatum is all about doing what's best for the team. Superb as a ball mover in terms of finding his teammates.
Middleton can't get it to go. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Here's Horford. Porzingis kicks to Horford. Over Beasley. And the rebound goes to Lopez. And the rejection by Tatum. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And again, just taking the greatness for granted here. Amazing sequence from Giannis.
Outside, Horford. Here's Hauser, covered by Beasley, and that one, good. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Middleton against Tatum. Middleton can't get it to go.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Tatum gets the bucket.
Smart pass from Porzingis, just a better shot available.
And what a stretch it's been, Brent, for this Milwaukee franchise. All started by the drafting of Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, just identifying him is one thing, Kevin. You got to also acknowledge the work that Giannis has put in. After that, they have done a great job of building around him. Had that not been the case in Milwaukee, you have to wonder whether he would have re-upped and signed that extension with the Bucks to continue his career here. And what would have happened in free agency? I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Floats one up. Shot's good by Middleton.
How much else the D can do against something like that? Chris Middleton so fast in getting that shot off.
Fires from the wing. 2 points. That one goes.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Now Porzingis following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. And the shot goes in. 6 points for Jason Tatum.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And Milwaukee calls their first timeout of the game. It feels like Porzingis, Brent, has been in the NBA forever, doesn't it? But he is still only in his 20s.
Yeah, it's kind of a head-scratcher. He's been traded a few times, missed a year due to ACL injury, but the Unicorn has persevered, and he's worked on his body, still adding some to his game, and you wonder if he's finally found a home.
Portis, he's checked in for Brook Lopez. And now let's bring you the list of the top three-point shooting teams over the course of the past 10 games. Number 1, the Celtics.
Incredible accuracy from deep over the past couple games. Great floor spacing, and of course, their shooters have all the confidence in the world right now.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Beasley. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Bucks trail by 6. This quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. For Boston, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Horford gets the bucket.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
To the middle, here's Portis. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday.
Such a sturdy player. Portis doesn't allow the contact to alter his shot whatsoever.
Here's Williams. He takes it in, uses the glass to finish the lane.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Beasley. It's blocked, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Some changes here for the Bucks. Crowder, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And Grayson Allen subbed in for Malik Beasley. Portis can't get it to go. Celtics leading by 8. Tatum on the wing. Shoots over Connaughton, and another basket for Boston.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Holiday. Williams with the block, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter of the game. Connaughton finds Holiday. Ask any player who's the best perimeter defender, they'll all say Drew Holiday.
Drew is elite on that end of the floor. He can force turnovers, disrupt and just damage plays and challenge all the shots. You think you've lost him, and he's right there with you.
That free throw good from Holiday.
So many things have changed around Drew Holiday. And one thing that's been a constant is that he's a hard worker, such a great all-around player who likes to be a leader, and he has been for this ball club.
That one goes. Count it. Horford's got his second bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's Allen. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
That's good from Horford on the assist by Tatum. Horford's got 7 points.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome. Yeah, that's a whistle. He did not want to hear his second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter.
Hey guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
Yeah, I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Holiday. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a 10-point game. Their last encounter was in Boston.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
The second unit came in last game and just played lights out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
And here's Holiday after the three-pointer from Al Horford.
And look at Tatum turning up the defensive intensity, outworking the shooter.
Horford high post. Shoots over Portis. And again, it's Boston converting.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Left side, Horford. He got it up. What a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Boy, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
And so it's Boston in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their transition game has been in full effect. Back right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
GA, we've seen it over the last couple of years. The center position has come back into vogue.
And Kevin, we were seeing teams go small, lots of fours, even traditional threes play the five. But with MVP-level seasons from guys like Jokic and Embiid, the center isn't quite extinct yet.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. They've got Jason Tatum. Williams is out there with Horford, and it's Hauser in at the 4 slot. Now here's Lopez. He has yet to score. Rebounded by Hauser.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Bucks trail by 16. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo could arguably be called the most feared slasher in league history. He says, I just tried to read the crowd, read the walls, and see where I can beat them. There's a second there that you can attack the seams and change your speed. I've done this 25 to 30 times every night, so I know what to look for. Kevin?
He definitely does, David. A master at his craft. Hey, DA, thanks for the report. And the Celtics with possession here. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. Horford's shot is good.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Tatum against Middleton. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Robert Williams.
Look how hard Middleton takes this one right into the paint, getting way too physical for the D to deal with.
The Bucks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First one falls for him.
Well, one of the things that's great about Middleton is his ability at the free throw line. I mean, this guy is around 90% for his entire career. So he knows how to get there, and then he knows what to do with it.
Middleton hits them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Right side Horford. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Over Allen. The rebound by the Bucks. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Yeah, the last game, it felt like they were just feeding off of what they were doing defensively, forcing a lot of those turnovers, and that helps build your defensive confidence.
For three, Middleton. Rebounded by Hauser.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Williams can't hit.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Now here's Tatum. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
Brent, don't they love what a team player Giannis is? A star with very little ego.
One of the things, Greg, he does so well is deflect everything or reflect everything back to him. It's about him. He'll compliment his teammates, and then he'll take on the responsibility when the team isn't playing at its highest level.
Drew Holiday's checked in for the Bucks. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Now the pass to Walsh. Over onto Antetokounmpo. And too long on the shot.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Celtics leading by 11. Lopez with the steal. Here's Middleton. They get it back. Antetokounmpo. And the rejection by Tatum.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Here's Brown. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And not the easiest shot on the floor. And Brown sticking with that one, showing his confidence.
Here's Middleton. That shot goes in. He now has 3 field goals and 6 misses today.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Brown. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 5 assists tonight.
Love the selflessness. Tatum willing to give it up whenever he sees an open teammate.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Some changes here for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Jay Crowder comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Pat Connaughton in for Malik Beasley. Boston also with the sub. Porzingis is checked in for Luke Cornett. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Crowder not hesitating on the offensive end.
And Greg, the way the Celtics have approached this season in terms of intensity, I think they clearly feel, though, they have unfinished business.
They've been so close to a title for a number of years. They've even been title favorites at times. It's part of the maturation process, as excruciating as it may be. Looking here at some numbers for Brown. Over the last month, getting it done. First in field goal percentage, and he's as good as it gets from three-point land. In fact, the best percentage that we have in the league.
And you're right, he's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. 55 seconds left to play in the first half. Middleton outside. Here's Portis. Tries again. Porzingis with the block.
That's a forgotten skill as Porzingis able to get up there and throw that one away. He's finished top 10 in blocks a couple of times. Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Portis trying to free himself. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut back down to 12 with the bucket from Drew Holiday.
Well, he made some kind of adjustment to his game after a poor first half. He's been impressive shooting the ball during the second.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 10, and it's Boston with another.
Oh, the control Tatum plays with is just mesmerizing.
Now Middleton. High post try. That one no good.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And we finished one half of basketball.
The
Celtics out in front, leading by 14. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Al Horford had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 17 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
They score very effectively. With the exception of ball movement and play calling, they were able to exploit multiple weaknesses in the defense. They've got to feel good about themselves running out into a huge lead.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Bucks.
To be honest, them getting killed on the glasses like this is a little embarrassing, showing no physicality, a lack of heart. This is when fans start to feel that. Me too. The team doesn't seem to care as much as the other team. They don't care, I don't care, Ernie. I'm out of here.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Al Horford has been sensational.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Lopez is the pivot with Giannis to his side. Beasley on the wing along with Middleton. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. So that's who Adrian Griffin starts with in the second half. Hey, Brent, here we're looking at Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's arguably the best player right now in the NBA. Not just the NBA, worldwide.
That's a lot of space, Kevin, but you're not wrong. He is the best two-way player in the league. With his physical dominance, he impacts the game in ways that no other player can.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Bucks are more than willing to share the rock. Chris Middleton says our team is so unselfish. If anybody has it going, that ball goes to them. Some games it's me, some games it's Giannis, some games it's Drew. We all have a great feel about it. Who has the best matchup and who can create the best look? Kevin?
And David, they're fun to watch. Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much. A nice shot by Brown.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. They trail by 16. Good on the bucket.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Here's Brogdon. Following the basket by Chris Middleton. Chalk up 2 there. 16 points for Jaylen Brown.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Big time slam, Giannis. Oh, my.
I love it when Giannis is in attack mode like that and gets to the rim so quick.
There's Brown with the three. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
Guys, he can't miss. I swear, he was trying to miss that. He did not miss. That means he can't miss.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
And it's Brown that time on the assist from Brogdon. Brogdon's got his 3rd assist on the night. Bucks trail by 17. Beasley outside. And Boston with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Brown, good.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start to the half. They've hit every single shot since the break.
In the 2016 and 17 drafts, GA, Boston ended up with the 3rd pick overall both of those years.
And they nailed those picks, getting Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum back-to-back, setting up their franchise for years.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
A different look for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Jay Crowder comes in for Chris Middleton. And Grayson Allen subbed in for Beasley. Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston. Now here is Holiday. 14 points for him. Knocks it loose. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Milwaukee ball. And here is our 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's toughest defensive teams over the course of the last 10 games. Number 1, the Celtics.
Well, over the past couple weeks, this defense has found itself locked in. They've played hungry and they've played physical.
Shot clock at 6. And the Bucks miss again. Boston leading by 23. Brown deciding where to go with it. Here's Brogdon. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Holiday on the money from 12 feet away. Holiday's got 4 this quarter.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
And good. Nothing as that time as it falls.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Here's Giannis. Here's Portis. Porzingis with the block.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
A shot's good from Brissett. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
There's 1:17 left in the 3rd. Crowder with the steal. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. The rebound by the Celtics. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
And at his size, Porzingis needs to try to do that more often and take advantage of matchup problems.
Boston shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
Kristaps Porzingis taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
Kristaps Porzingis, throughout his career, continues to look for good health. And when he is that, he's a force.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 14 points for him. Pass to Crowder. Lets it go from deep. A basket good off the assist from Allen. Crowder's got 6.
Just get yourself into the right spot, and Crowder waits for that one to knock it down.
Down low, and stolen by Portis. Here's Connaughton, and he goes in for the dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
That's a big target in Porzingis, but he delivers.
30 seconds left in the third quarter. It's Allen on the wing. Inside. Here's Portis. Porzingis with the block.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
And guys, really no surprise to see Brown flourishing on offense. He is just fearless on that end.
There's the lob into Antetokounmpo, and the jump by Giannis.
Yeah, you can throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
And here's Brown outside to beat the clock. Count it! He caught it!
That's how you do it. Stay patient, wait for the opportunity, and boom.
That's exactly how you want to close out the quarter, too, with some confidence.
Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for Boston, and his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. We'll return shortly. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. The point and off draw of Brogdon and Brown. And there's Porzingis, and it's Pritchard in at the 4. Here's Giannis. Good again. He's on tonight, 9 for 13 shooting.
Giannis can shoulder any load, and he's doing it here.
Boston's gotten all but one of the three-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far. Brown, and it's Boston with another.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Connaughton passes to Lopez. No good from Connaughton.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Again, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Antetokounmpo. That's a two-pointer. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And it's Brown missing.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebounding.
To the left wing. And he slams it one-handed.
And the vision of the Greek freak, they're able to pick out the opening.
The Celtics have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Over to the wing. Fires the 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. That's tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Pass touched by Brogdon. And the Bucks making a change here. Holiday's checked in.
Drew Holiday.
Connaughton passes to Holiday. Here's Giannis. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 16 here in the second half.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Passes to Porzingis. Back to Brown. Three-pointer. Hits the three-point bomb. Brown's got 43 points.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Ball's knocked loose. Porzingis with the steal. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. And some changes here for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Chris Middleton comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Malik Beasley in for Green.
Malik Beasley.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Pulls up on the wing, and it's Brown that time on the assist by Brogdon. Brogdon's got assist number 7 for him tonight. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Bucks. The three, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
Well, that equals his three-point total from the first half. He had one before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
Now here's Porzingis. There's Brown with the three, and again Boston with the triple.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
The Bucks have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Porzingis against Lopez. Back to Middleton. 6 to shoot. Lopez outside. And the three off target.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, this team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
The jump hook. Middleton can't get it to go. Boston's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Good, that's another bucket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And then the young fella busts out the slick move inside to get open for the jam.
Greg, that was slick and slick. The D had no chance. Now a timeout called by Boston. They're in front by 35. 1:36 left here in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jaylen Brown.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Here's Benton, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Celtics.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jaylen Brown.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Here's Horford, following the bucket by the Bucks. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them, complete control.
Now here's Allen. looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. From the wing, and another basket for Boston.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Horford against Crowder. It's Horford again for three.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says that they brag an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Malcolm, you're on a real roll right now. How do you think things are going?
I feel great. You know, there are going to be stretches where we don't play as good a basketball, then the stretches where we're playing very good basketball. So, you know, the key is to have long stretches of good basketball, and that's what we're doing right now.
It's the best you played all season, man. Congrats. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.